And in today's weekend download, keeping your college student healthy. John Carl, you have one in college. Perk your ears up. But this may be the first time they're solely responsible for their own well-being as well as their own laundry. Joining us with some advice is ABC News Chief Women's Health Correspondent, Dr. Jen Ashton.
Good morning, my dear.
Dr. Jen, it is so great to see you. So our kids in college, out on their own, really for the first time. But if they're faced with a medical situation, how should we advise them to handle it?
Well, listen, it can be tricky because basically you have to learn and teach them to learn how to distinguish between something that's acute, something that's semi-urgent, and something that's a true medical emergency. And that can be hard, and that can evolve over time. Some will need to go to their health services, some will need to go to the ER, some might need to come home, depending on what it is. And this is, in general, a pretty healthy population and age group, but they can see medical issues, infectious diseases like flu, mono, sexually transmitted infections, and mental health issues can pop up. So it can be a busy time, not just academically, but medically also.
And what if we're talking about a chronic condition like diabetes or asthma?
Well, there are college students that deal with chronic medical conditions. And I think the key is you want to make sure your child knows they can't run out of medication when they're there. And they have to have local contact numbers of providers in case something happens and, they need help while they're there.
They're learning how to be adults, and as always, communication with them is the key.
Yeah, and that chain of communication has to go in both ways. They have to know contact numbers there, but parents also need to know numbers of roommates, numbers of their academic advisors and professors, numbers of local providers and the health services and pharmacies. So if you need to jump in and put your doctor, nurse, medical provider hat on as well as your parent hat, you can. And I like to tell these students, take advantage of this age group and opportunity. They might be old enough to vote, but if they're old enough to vote, they should be old enough to make a doctor's appointment. So you want to encourage them to take responsibility.
You want to empower them. This is their first time on their own.
But they still need mom and dad.
And they still probably need you to do the laundry.
That's right.
All right, Dr. Jen, thanks so much. Great advice.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.